Module 9, Emotional Intelligence in Hospitality, Ethics and Professional Conduct. First module, Overview. Module 9 explores the critical intersection of emotional intelligence, EI, ethical behavior, and professional conduct in the hospitality industry. While previous modules emphasized guest engagement, cross-cultural competence, proactive service, and crisis management, this module emphasizes how EI guides ethical decision-making, integrity, and professionalism in everyday guest interactions and organizational culture. In hospitality, ethical lapses or unprofessional behavior can compromise guest trust, organizational reputation, and team cohesion. Emotional intelligence equips professionals with the emotional insight and regulation required to act ethically, uphold standards, and navigate moral dilemmas while maintaining exceptional guest service. This module ensures you internalize ethics not as abstract rules, but as emotionally intelligent behavior that enhances professionalism, fairness, and trust. 2. Understanding hospitality. Ethics definition. Hospitality ethics refers to the moral principles and standards that govern behavior within the hospitality industry, guiding staff in making decisions that are fair, responsible, and respectful to guests, colleagues, and the organization. Core ethical principles. Integrity. Acting honestly and consistently in alignment with organizational values. Respect. Treating guests and colleagues with dignity and consideration. Accountability. Owning actions, decisions, and outcomes. Transparency. Communicating truthfully, especially in problem resolution. Confidentiality. Protecting sensitive guest and organizational information. Importance in guest services. Builds trust and credibility with guests. Strengthens team collaboration and morale. Prevents legal, reputational, and operational risks. Enhances long-term organizational sustainability. 3. Role of emotional intelligence in ethical hospitality conduct. EI skills that reinforce ethics, self-awareness, recognizing personal biases, temptations, and emotional triggers that may influence ethical decisions. Self-regulation, controlling impulses, frustration, or negative emotions to make principled decisions. Empathy, understanding the impact of actions on guests, colleagues, and stakeholders. Social skills, communicating ethically, resolving conflicts fairly, and advocating for integrity. Motivation, prioritizing long-term ethical standards over short-term gains. Application, a front desk staff member noticing a billing error uses self-regulation and empathy to inform the guest honestly rather than hiding the mistake. A concierge mediating between staff and guest complaints ensures fairness and transparency while maintaining calm and professionalism. 4. Professional conduct in guest services. Definition: professional conduct involves behaving consistently with organizational standards, ethical norms, and guest expectations, demonstrating competence, integrity, and emotional intelligence. Key elements: punctuality and reliability, meeting scheduled duties and guest expectations consistently, appearance and grooming, maintaining professionalism in attire, hygiene, and presentation. Communication, etiquette, using polite, respectful, and culturally appropriate language and tone. Conflict management, resolving disagreements ethically, with emotional awareness and fairness. Service mindset, placing guest satisfaction above personal bias or convenience without compromising ethical standards. 5. Ethical dilemmas in hospitality and EI responses. Scenario: ethical dilemma, EI-guided response. Guest requests, unauthorized discount, compromise integrity for convenience, politely explain policy, offer acceptable alternatives, maintain empathy. Colleague mishandles a guest complaint, choosing to cover up versus address. Observe objectively, provide constructive feedback, escalate if needed, maintain accountability, handling confidential guest information, temptation to share for social gain. Self-regulate, ensure privacy, report breaches if observed. Overbooking leads to guest dissatisfaction. Prioritize fairness versus organizational gain. Empathize, negotiate solutions, communicate transparently. Follow ethical guidelines. Cultural miscommunication. Avoid offending versus ignoring norms. Apply empathy. Adapt communication respectfully. Maintain ethical inclusivity. EI in ethical decision making. Emotional awareness helps identify ethical stakes. Self regulation ensures decisions align with standards despite pressure or stress. Empathy ensures actions respect guest and colleague dignity. Social skills allow ethical communication and conflict resolution. 6. Practical techniques for ethical EI in hospitality. Ethical scenario. Analysis. Discuss hypothetical situations to develop principled responses. Reflection journals. Encourage staff to record moral challenges and emotional responses. Peer feedback. Promote transparency and accountability through constructive colleague feedback. Mindfulness practices. Enhance self-awareness and impulse control in ethically charged situations. Role-playing. Practice handling ethical dilemmas with emotional intelligence and professional conduct. 7th. Organizational strategies to embed EI-driven ethics code of conduct. Clearly defined guidelines aligned with emotional intelligence principles. Training programs. Combine ethics education with EI skill building. Mentorship. Senior staff model. Ethical, emotionally intelligent behavior. Feedback systems. Anonymous reporting, debriefs, and continuous improvement culture. Recognition. Reward staff demonstrating ethical conduct paired with high EI in service delivery.